You know how many millionaires working with each other that don't like each
No
other,
bullshit.
and they just know they finna get that
Man, I
motherfucking
ain't gonna
check.
lie. Like I just said, bro. Working with a motherfucker will fuck around to bring the best out of you. That's why
Come
I like
on,
working with
man.
people, because you never know. You fuck around and make some of your best shit working with another motherfucker, man.
Period.
You would have never known.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's that friendly competition, or just that motherfucker might open your mind to something different that you would have never thought about.
Never thought
For
of.
real, like,
Give you
never know,
different
bro.
ideas, bro. Everybody mind is different and more creative than the next.
No bullshit.
I might know some shit that you don't know that I could tell you
Yep.
that you might need to know
Yep.
that's gonna benefit you, and you might tell me some shit that I needed to know that's gonna benefit me. And I'm like, damn,
No
I done
bullshit.
asked 10 motherfuckers around me this shit, and they
Right.
know, but they just ain't telling the
And
motherfucker.
you just got it from a motherfucker who you least expected.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? In
Motherfuckers-
life, expect the unexpected on the real. No bullshit.
Man, and then you know what I hate, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. The niggas that be charging for the game be the ones that be getting the game for free.
Yeah, that's true. Man, it's 50-50.
It's like, it's 50-50, right? You know, it's
Because
in
like-
certain situations.
Because it's like, I used to be thinking like, damn, like how can a nigga? Well, I always was around older niggas anyway.
Yeah,
So
same,
I
yeah,
always had the game and all
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
why
And
I'm like,
I'm
yeah, you know
still
what I'm
learning
saying?
and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
still
we
young as
always
hell,
gonna learn
like,
the
I'm
game.
still, you know, but I had you realize, nigga, like sometimes a person won't appreciate nothing until they gotta give up something that, you know what I'm saying, like this,
Period.
like pay for something or sacrifice something. Like
Man, I
motherfucker
done-
might not appreciate it as much. Like I could tell you something, and you might just be like, okay, whatever.
But ain't
if I be
really
like, hey,
thinking
nigga,
too
if
much about it.
you want to know, give me $10. You gonna listen to what I gotta say after you give me that $10?
Because you know you
worked
paying
that
for your
$10.
time, right?
You know what I'm saying? You just went fucking around, went to work, or did whatever. You did something to get that $10. You don't want that shit to go to waste. So you gonna listen now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like on either end of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? You can't. I feel like nobody, you know, shit. It just is what it is. However, you know, however motherfucker get it, however they get it, however they gotta get it, however they gotta get it on the real. But I definitely used to be thinking like that, like, damn. But then it's like I said, like, a motherfucker won't appreciate it until they got to give up something. They got to sacrifice something.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
so,
that's true.
shit.
So, what artists in the industry inspire you to start rapping?
Ah, man. Well, first and foremost, it wasn't never no industry artist on the real. It was always
undercovers.
It was always my niggas on the real. Always Beats, Cuckoo, Quiet, Star on the real, my nigga. B-Mo, SG, Long Live Ghost the King, J.O., man. Them
Hey,
niggas
need some
hearing
new
that,
ones.
hearing all that shit, I used to just be like, damn, like what the fuck? But
Yeah.
then when I did really start getting, like, you know what I'm saying, like pondering off, listening to my music and shit, like Chief Keef for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because we was just so
yeah.
young, like Chief Keef is like my big brother in them age, you know what I'm saying? So that was like looking at, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like looking at them.
No, bro, you wanna know what's funny? No.
No
That
bullshit.
nigga our age. The nigga a year older than us.
Who, Sosa?
Yeah, the nigga like 26, 25.
No, that nigga like 30 or
He
something.
30?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, I'm thinking like young boy, huh?
But no bullshit, like, but
Hell,
just being young as
damn.
hell and seeing
that
a
nigga
young,
is like
yeah.
30.
But
Fuck.
just being young, being a kid, and then seeing a young nigga, like, despite his message or whatever the fuck was going on at that time, but just seeing a young nigga from the Midwest make it like that, I'm like,
Right
what
down the
fuck?
street, an
On
hour
the
away.
real,
Like,
I'm
what
like,
the
damn,
fuck?
like this shit crazy. Like this nigga taking over the world, bro.
Oh,
That wasn't
my.
even just inspiring for rap or for music, period. It was just inspiring, like just seeing that shit. Like, damn, okay.
Yeah, bro, because a
But
lot of
then-
people don't think you can get a lot out this shit, bro,
No
that
bullshit.
you work for. Like, he probably didn't expect it, but he
I'm
worked for
pretty
this
sure he
shit.
didn't, but that shit, that shit was inspiring. Man, nigga, Future
Future,
on the
yeah.
real. That's probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite artists, bro. I don't know. It's just like the way that nigga, like the way he come at this shit, bro, is different. And he been doing this shit since I was like 11 years old. I was like 10, 11 years old when I heard my first Future song, and I've been a fan of that nigga ever since. No bullshit, no cap, no exaggeration. So he definitely one of them. Kanye West, no bullshit.
He
Like,
down the
he
street, too.
fucking top 3 greatest artists ever to live, and he not 3. No bullshit. That nigga is not 3.
Not 3.
You know what I'm saying? For shit show, like just everything he did from from the making beats to the music and just being great at all that shit. And then to veer off and go into a whole nother section of life with the clothing and all that shit and just inspire a nigga like, what? I don't give no fuck what nobody say, what he say, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, side note with that, like, sometimes I feel like people got to realize, like, we got to separate the real life from the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done said a lot of crazy ass shit, but we can't deny his artistry.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? We
Period.
can't deny his artistry because he's one of the best.
They try to
Like I said,
combine two damn things into one when that's two separate
but we
things.
can't really, like, hell no, we
Yeah,
can't,
nah.
because without it, where the fuck would we be?
Period. We
know what
wouldn't
I'm
even.
saying?
Where the fuck would he be? We wouldn't even know who he is
You know
without.
what I mean? Like, so yeah, and then, nigga, this the realest nigga everybody gonna feel like Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, he was a bad
Michael
boy.
motherfucking Jackson. I
He was a
the-
bad
probably
boy.
the biggest Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid, and I'm still a big Michael Jackson fan. Like,
Yeah, I used to
that
play that.
nigga was the greatest.
I used to play
ever
that shit
do
on the
this
Wii,
shit, You know
nigga.
what I'm saying? And
He
he was a big inspiration. Like he kind of made me, like, when I was a kid, I feel like I could be a singer because of that nigga.
Hell
No bullshit.
yeah.
But
Man,
I'll say them for sure. And there's a lot of other motherfuckers like Lil Herb for shit show. Lil Herb, I can't continue to go on without saying Lil Herb on the real. That nigga he just is who he is, bro. I always fucked with him ever since I heard him.
You
So he
straight
was
out
definitely
Chicago
inspiration.
with it, huh?
Shit, we in the Midwest,
Hey,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so that's
Bro,
the closest
you know what's
thing
crazy,
to the
bro?
crib.
'Cause
Like,
I really don't listen to a lot of Midwest, like Chicago music. I'm all the way in fucking Texas, fucking Louisiana. I'm listening to some whole
bullshit.
other.
But on that note though too, Young Boy, because he was our age. He our age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was another thing. Like that was like I said with the Chief Keef shit, that was another thing. But now we older.
Yeah,
Now we 15, 16, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's 16, what up, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? What up?
right,
So just
right.
watching that shit is like, damn, like, okay,
Yeah,
like
that
watching
shit-
the motherfuckers really take over and
yeah, that shit was
do that
crazy.
thing.
All the way from when we was 16, and it's like the niggas still doing
now,
it.
you know
And
what I'm
to now,
saying?
and you just
And
looking
shit
like, damn, we grew up watching this nigga.
Exactly.
Like, what
On the
the
real, that's
fuck?
how I
And just
feel
you
about
just
it.
see the growth in it.
yeah.
But see,
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then no weird shit, but I can't forget Dirk either though.
nah.
I can't forget Dirk either. I ain't gonna lie. Like, them is like a lot of the artists that inspired this shit. Like when I be rapping this shit, but like you said, you notice you heard a lot of Midwest artists because shit, we from Kenosha. Like that's
Yeah,
what's
that's-
close to us. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like no diss to like Milwaukee or none of that shit, but none of that shit really popping off when we was younger. Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying. Like it was all them niggas from down that way. So
Yeah, that's true. In Milwaukee, yeah,